All right, welcome back to another trading recap today. Really not much going on today. Very slow, still very slow. Up 8.27. Not really the action that I like to see. We're getting back into another little cold stretch. I traded BCDA. Was the main one that I had on watch. It did have a little bit of a front side in the morning. I was trading this for this breakout here. Very small size. Very small. And I scalped it for a couple pennies because that's really all it gave. And kind of went sideways for a little bit until it broke out again. And scalped it for another couple pennies. Got a little bit more out of it. Scalping the front side. And really didn't offer anything. I mean, the range was really small. The tape was really thick. The order book was really thick. And generally, when we ever got above this 215 level, there was a giant seller, 300,000 shares or whatever, and huge on the ask. Would be like 3,000 on the ask. Just walking it down, and it just never really was able to break past this new high of day in the pre-market. We did get a little action at the open, but we did see that seller come back in and walk it all the way back down. We did see another retest of the high, a small little false breakout here. I was trading here a potential bounce off VWAP, but the seller just kept appearing, and I just kind of cut my loss real quick. It wasn't really worth it. Then I came back in when it was topping out at the previous high of the pre-market. Of the pre-market high, right under 223. I was buying on this pullback here, and I took a little bit off. I don't know. At that point, I wasn't feeling comfortable holding because just the market is just so weak, and everything is just taking so slow to have that resolution, and I'm just really not used to it. But we did see a break by a couple cents. I did buy on the pullback for a potential continuation move off 28, but didn't happen, and pulled back a little bit more, took a small loss there. Pulled back, I tried scalping here for potential maybe move back up to the high, but just very weak, and just took a small scratch trade there. And that's it on BCDA, and just really nothing else is popping up. So I was trading the large caps. Facebook had a huge gap down after the terrible earnings, and I was kind of scalping in here. But I've never really traded large caps before. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I kind of just been taking like boredom trades that I shouldn't be even taking. And I really don't know how to trade large caps. I mean, they seem like they kind of track the SPY, but I really am not. I haven't really practiced, and I really have put a lot of time into trading small caps. So I really want to stick to trading small caps. I just hope that it heats up soon, because it's just getting really frustrating. Every day I wake up at 6:40 a.m. Eastern time, and I sit here for 4 hours, and I barely get the trade. I'm just looking at the market, and it's getting kind of boring. And yeah, I'm just waiting for it to heat up again. And these periods of just slow times are really messing with my head, and making me question the validity of this as a long-term career. And I do have passion for this, and I want to keep following this trajectory that I'm on. I'm making lots of progress. I'm learning, and I'm pushing my comfort zone when the time is right. But during this slow period in the market, it's just really questioning the validity of being able to do this and have consistent income, because what happens if I'm full-time trading and I go through this lull like we're having now for a couple months, and my money is running tight, and bills stack up and you're not able to pay your bills, and the market, you get even more and more like anxious and stressed because you're trying to pull money out of the market, but the opportunities aren't there, so you're taking high risk trades on really bad setups, and you start losing more money. That's the spiral that I don't want to be in. And so, I mean, people have done it. There's evidence of people who have done this before me and are doing literally trading similar to the way I trade. The same stocks, similar setups, whether short or long, breakout trades or pullbacks or range trading, backside or whatever. Would trade very similarly. The only difference is the sizing, and they're able to do it as a full-time gig. And so like I'm thinking, well, why not me? And it's totally possible, but it's just moments like these that really make me question myself and this as a potential career path. But I can see how in the future, when my share size is much bigger, that even my scratch trades or my break-even days or my small green days are a couple $100, then I don't really need to worry, because those couple $100, $200 or $300, still can add up to an $80,000 or $100,000 year without having huge green days. And even on markets like this, see, I'm up 827, so this is maybe like a 2% day on an average position size. So let's say my average position size, say 2 years from today or 3 years from today, my average position size is now $20,000. So now a 2% day would be equivalent. So today would be equivalent to 20,000 times 0.02. So yeah, $20,000 position size on a 2% day, which is a very, very small base day, green day, very small, not even a base day, almost a scratch day, is still $400. And that would be more than enough to pay bills and get myself through any sort of lull in the market. And so that's how I see potentially in the future how this is still a viable career path, because you just need to get to a level to where even your smallest green days are enough to sustain you through rough financial times, in the market at least. So that's what I see moving forward. But it's really hard to size up and push myself when there's no opportunity in the market. That's another stroke. I was scalping SPY today. Kind of pointless. I don't even know why I was doing that, but whatever. So that was really it. Made a couple trades, a lot of boring, useless trades. This week I am up about 67 bucks on the week, which for it's not too bad there. For a really slow week, I mean, I started off strong on Monday and Tuesday, and then it really slowed down on Wednesday. Today's even slower, similar to Wednesday, very slow, and I've just been going sideways. So at least I'm going sideways in this market. It's been really slow for about the past month, so thank God, I'm managing my risk and not going for home runs in this market. And I've really learned my lesson from these days back here. Really learned my lesson that when the market gets slow, you just have to stay afloat and learn not to lose money. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just learning not to lose money, losing less, winning less, but going sideways and keeping the profits that I've made for the past 7 months, 8 months. And that's way more important than trying to make money in this market, because it's almost impossible to make big gains right now. The best thing for me right now is just to stay afloat, not give back too much money during the slow period, and then when it heats back up, I could get a whole nother nice leg that we just had here. And while the market's heating up, I can size in more, and I can have even a steeper curve than what I have here, and really level up my share size. So that's the plan moving forward. Really, keeping my size, not pushing my size too much, and trying to stay afloat, not giving back profits that I've made work so hard the past 8 months, because this was just so traumatic that I learned my lesson not to panic when the market gets slow like this, because that's what happened on these days. The market got slow and I panicked, and I thought that I was like not a successful trader, or something was wrong with my strategy, and I wanted to revenge trade, and I lost a lot. So learned my lesson, and now I'm responding in a different way, by sizing down, reeling in my share size, not being as aggressive on the front side, not being really aggressive on the range or the back side, just taking base hits. If I'm green, great. If I'm red, try to keep it small. Really respect my max loss in this market, and just try to live for another day, because these days are really bad. So there's no reason to really take it too seriously on these days if you're red, because the opportunities aren't there. The most important thing is not to give back weeks or months of gains. So that's the plan moving forward. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoy these trading recaps, please give me a like. Also comment and subscribe. I will be posting a lot more of these in the future. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.